What's up, duelists? Now, it's been brought to my attention that this weekend is RBET 5. Yes, exactly. This weekend, Saturday, Sunday, RBET 5, really big Edison Tournament 5. If you guys want to take place in that tournament, it will be in the Format Library Discord. You can join that Discord in the description below. It's free to enter. It will be streamed here on the channel. Day 1, Day 2, that type of thing. Top 8 gets an invite to RBET Rulers in November. And of course, this is the last RBET tournament of the season. So if you guys, want to play some Edison at a very competitive level, then this is definitely the place to do it. Today's video, I'm going to be playing Edison format, obviously. No, I'm going to be playing Quick Draw Dandy. This is the deck that I recommend to all newer players to play. This is more or less the list I would give to any newer player, give or take a few cards. And I think it's pretty spot on here. It's pretty spot on. One thing I'm going to be doing this video is I'm going to be giving a lot of predictions for this weekend as well. So it's going to be a little bit of a half quick draw, half Edison formats discussion, meta discussion, half prediction video, and then also half basically asking you guys to subscribe because we're almost at 6,000. We're 70 away from 6,000 subs, which is huge. I want to hit 10K by the end of the year. I think it's totally possible. Honestly, so we have 3 more months, right? We have 3 more months, and we have 4K to hit in 3 months. Is it realistic? I don't know. Maybe. If we could hit 10K by the end of the year, I would be really happy. I'm not sure it's possible, but if we can, oh man, it'd be hella sick. It'd be hella sick if we could hit 10K by the end of the year. 4K in 3 months? My best month so far, I got like 1,000 in a month. So realistically, we're not hitting 10K by the end of the month, realistically. But I know half the people who watch these videos aren't already subscribed. So if you guys actually did subscribe, if you guys actually did want to watch more of these videos, then it would really go a long way. Next year, we can do some actually really big stuff if we hit 10K. Because that's like the big asking point for... It's like a big marketing point, basically. I don't need to explain it. You guys get it. You know why 10K is important. I know why 10K is important. You guys can help out for free by subscribing, whatnot. In any case, this weekend, RBET 5, what do I expect to see a lot of? I expect to see a lot of Black Wings. I mean, it's done pretty well in the last few tournaments. I'm going to do a tier list video, maybe Friday. Okay, that was weird. That was really weird. Okay, and now my duel is canceled, apparently. What the fuck? That was weird. Dueling Book just be doing some weird shit. Anyone ever notice that? Anyone ever notice Dueling Book just be doing some weird shit? Okay. Where was I going with all this? I was going somewhere with all this. Where was I going with all this? Someone tell me. Oh, yeah. Predictions for this weekend. I expect to see Blackwings. They've been doing pretty well recently. I expect to see a little bit of Zombies. That deck's been doing pretty well recently. I expect to see Gladiator Beasts. That deck's been doing pretty well recently. And that's it, really. I think... Into this meta, Hero Beat's probably pretty good. Into this meta, Fairies is really good. And into this meta, I think those 2 decks are really good into this meta. Like, I would be looking at Hero Beat and Fairies for sure. Because I think Hero Beat does pretty well against Blackwings and Glads, which are like the 2 decks to beat. And then Hero Beat, while it's not the best against Zombies, it can hang. It can hang versus Zombies. Like, you have tools. You don't have the best tools, but you do have some tools. You don't have 7 tools, you know what I'm saying? But you have some tools. Alright, with this hand, we just make Titanial. I mean, this is a pretty easy Titanial moment. We just want to get our graveyard stocked up. We're going to set Heavy Storm and pass the turn. The reason we're setting Heavy Storm is because I don't think they're going to summon anything that's strong enough to beat over Titanial. If they do go like Gear Town into Gear Town, then fuck me, but here we are. Get the Heavy Storm down, maybe bait them into setting multiple back row. Like, there's one. Please set another one. Darn. Never lucky. Okay, well, at the very least, we are in a moment of... peace. Let's flip this Heavy Storm. Let's get this going. Main deck 7 tools. You gotta be fucking kidding me, bro. Alright, so we go Debris into Loam Fire. And then We attack with Titanial. If it's Raikou, we contribute the Lone Fire with Titanial. If it's not Raikou, if it's this shit, whatever this is, what is this? What does this search for? What deck plays 7 tools and searches Sangan? X-Sabers? Okay. Or not searches Sangan, but uses Sangan. It's probably X-Sabers. That's the only deck I can think of that would, like, use these 2 cards. Alternately, it could be, like, Glads. Yeah, no matter what, it's a Rescue Cat strat. I knew that. Okay, cool. All right, 6. So we're going to go ahead and synchro our 2 cards, I believe, into an Ancient Fairy in defense. And then we're going to set Bottomless this turn. Our hand's not great. Brain Control doesn't do anything here. Avarice, it's almost live. Like, if our 2 monsters die, then our Avarice is live. They had their own Heavy Storm. That's awesome. That's really cool. Okay, let's see the Faltrel. Let's see the Faltrel. Of course, they have... Oh, they're just going to make a Cataster. That's totally chill. I'm vibing out to Cataster right now. Cataster is fine. We don't really care about all that. That's not a big deal to us. Hopefully we draw like a Caius or something. That'd be pretty good. Raikou? Okay. That's not bad either. It's not bad. We can just set that guy. Pass the turn. One broken thing about the Avarice decks is that it really doesn't matter if your like plays get interrupted or destroyed or whatever, because then you can just pot back everything, more or less. He could go attack Ancient Fairy, sack Ally of Justice for Cataster, but I think this is X-Sabers. Yep, exactly. This is bad news for us, but also not the worst. Like, I don't... Oh, shit, this is actually really bad, because he can bring back Airbellum. Alright, well. Let's pop the back row. The way we're winning this is Black Rose. Or we mill a Dandy here. He's going to target his back row. He can't chain it. So, okay, he's playing multiple 7 tools. We didn't mill a Dandy, unfortunate. That's whack. Alright. Well, let's see what he hits. Hopefully he hits Cold Wave. I don't think that's going to be very good here. Okay, Brain Control's not the best thing. He might make a Stardust now. That would be really fucking annoying. He should make a Stardust now, actually. Okay, a little bit of a mistake from the opponent there, not making a Stardust. Because now we can Black Rose, and we did top deck Debris Dragon, so... We could Avarice first, but I think it's best to just Black Rose nuke first. Because I want to shuffle back both Debris and the Black Rose. With the Avarice, they definitely should have made Stardust. And then now we'll Avarice. He said misplayed hard. Yep. Good thing you're practicing before the tournament, my guy. Shuffle back, shuffle back. How many Ancient Fairies do we have? We have another one. We should be good not to shuffle that one back. I think we need to put back Raikou. And I think putting back Battle Fader isn't bad. I like all of those options. Alright, Book of Moon. That will at least interrupt an Airbellum if it wants to attack, and then we can run it over with Dandy. So, could be worse. Could be worse. We have a little bit of defense. His Heavy Storm and his 7 tools are gone. He sets a monster. The only monster you set in this deck is like Emmer's Blade or Raikou. So it's probably Raikou, given the way he's been playing. Or it could be Hamster. Could be Hamster. Could be Hamster. I'm not. Mind Control. Alright. That's a sad Mind Control. Double 7 tools. He's maining Mind. He's maining Sangan. Here's the Airbellum. He's checking. Okay. He's going to attack. We are going to book the Airbellum. Like I said, I'd rather keep the cards in my hand. I think they're much more important here. I think they're much more important. We went -1, but so did he. Going for the Mind Control. We're going to get the Dandy back. Beautiful. And now we've got Crow. Crow is a really good piece of interaction here. However, these Dandy tokens might be a liability if he has another full helm. We got to be careful of that. So we're going to Caius the set we don't know about. Obviously. And we'll get 2 fluff tokens. It was an Emmer's Blade. Perfect. That's kind of exactly what we expected. We attack that guy, and then we pass. He doesn't have Fall Troll, or else he would have summoned it last turn. Maybe he wouldn't have, actually. Maybe he didn't want to play into Torrential. Huh. But if I had Torrential, I would have Torrentialed on the Airbellum summon, so... I don't think he has Fall Troll, basically. I don't know what is in his hand, but I don't think he has Fall Troll. Otherwise, he would have summoned it. Then again, he's not, like, playing that tight. Yep, there's Cyber Dragon. Okay, that makes sense. That just makes sense. Level limit, area B. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So we have Typhoon, and we have Black Rose as ways to clear that. We also have Sangan. Okay, well, let's get the Sangan in play at the very least, because we'll want to search with him. At some point, there's another back row. That's fine. Torrential is great news. Because his back row is multiple, is most likely like, you know, stuff. That's terrible. Oh, this is beautiful. This is such a good draw, actually. This is such a good draw. We're going to use the Sangan to search, and we can make a drill here, which is perfect. Sangan is going to grab us, I believe. I think Debris. It's either Debris or... No, it's got to be Debris. It's got to be Debris. And then we can synchro these two. Just get them out of play. Summon Drill Warrior. He has Solemn Judgment. Beautiful. That's exactly what we wanted to force here. That's exactly what we wanted to force. Okay. Next turn we have Cold Wave Nuke, but then we're actually in a vulnerable state. I don't love it. We might not go for it, I suppose. We might. I don't really know. It's very tempting. We could have priority DD Crowed to play around Dashu, but I don't think I was going to do that, so he will take the Debris Dragon. Undoubtedly. That's fucking lame. We're not going to set the road because it's not relevant here. We're going to Cold Wave before we Debris anyway. We'd rather hold the road. So we can just pass. I think we're actually like chilling. I don't think we need to worry about much. Raiko's a good one. He's had a lot of good cards this game. He's had a lot of good cards, but I think we're okay provided we dodge some of this other shit. Set monster is interesting. Alright, what's the move? We can Cold Wave, but then we can't, like, do shit. So, I think it's going to be Raiko pop. But I'm not sure what Raiko's going to pop. It's either going to pop his set monster or his level limit. The set monster is most likely his own Raiko, which is annoying, to say the least. Okay, let's just Raiko pop the set monster and mill 3. There's a Galahad. Ooh, we milled a Dandy. Cool. So we get a couple tokens. We also milled Typhoon, which fucking sucks. But at least we're chilling now. At least we're chilling. I think I'm going to set the road because I don't know, actually. Am I going to set the road? What's in our grave? We have one more Caius. We have one more Quick Draw. We have 2 Debris. I'm not going to set the road. I'm just going to pass. I don't really care all that much. Cool. Card in hand is either Faltrol or a spell and trap that he didn't want to lock into position. We don't want to summon the Mega Hamster because we don't need to, more or less. Fifth back row. Please, can I draw a fucking Debris Dragon? No, but Book of Moon is okay too. We can set that maybe. End phase book Raikou. How many Avarice do we have left? We have 2 Avarice left. Okay. I'm cool with setting the book and passing. Oh, they're going to Typhoon the book? Okay. Interesting they're going to hit the book and not the other stuff. Because that could have been Road. This is fine. He's viewing Graveyard. That means he has at least one Godam Z-Call. But we have Crow. We're going to Crow the full helm. This is actually really bad if he has another Godam Z-Call. Yeah, if he had another one, he could have chained it, brought back both, and then we couldn't have torrentialed because it would have missed timing. So, as it stands, we're probably okay. I'm surprised he's not attacking the Raikou. He can always attack the Kaius next turn. And this turn, he can actually get in damage. So I'm a little bit surprised about that. Solemn Judgment. Not that important here. We'll just continue to pass. That was a timely level limit. It's fucking annoying. We are going to torrential here. He's got double 7 tools and Dark Bribe. Okay, cool. You got me. Quick draw, synchron. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So what are we doing then, folks? What are we doing? We can make Drill, set Hamster. I like all that. You know what? We're going to do it all. We're going to do the most here, ladies and gentlemen. He's got Book of Moon. Okay, that's a Book of Moon. You don't think on the summon here unless you have Book of Moon. So that's his last card. His Book of Moon. Now we know his last card. We can play the game accordingly and hopefully just win. I'm going to set Solemn, but I'm not going to set either of my other cards. So this is going to make Drill in defense. Question mark. Drill can pitch Dust Shoot because that's the most dead. Pitch Dust Shoot to banish. And then we'll set Hamster, set Judgment, and pass. We're setting Judgment because of Faltrol. That's why we're setting Judgment. If he top decks Faltrol this turn, okay, he messed up. He messed up for show. Nice. We're able to grab Raikou. And then Raikou can now pop some of these cards that we need to start getting through. I think what we're going to pop first is the level limit, because that card is stupid. Damn, we milled an Avarice. That's not ideal. That's really not ideal. But that's okay. I mean, we can just get back Kaius with Drill and then start winning the game, I suppose. I think it should be okay. We could also get back DD Crow, just to have like extra defense. Whatnot. Smashing Ground. That's fine. That literally couldn't matter less. Alright, so on this turn, can we win the game? I need to do some math. We don't have a Debris Engrave, which would win us the game, I think. Yeah, it'd be 3,600 if we had a Debris Engrave. As it stands, we don't have that. So is there a way we can initiate a Sanguine Search, maybe? Alternatively, Yeah, let's just get this guy back and add back something cool. I'm thinking Sangan maybe, because Sangan can get us to our game shot. Yeah, Sangan can get us to our game shot. I want to attack directly this turn, I think. Do I want a cold wave? No, I don't want a cold wave. I actually want to pitch the cold wave at this point. So we're going to go to 1200, and then we're going to attack directly. I'm surprised he didn't put the Cyber Dragon to attack position, but what do I know? Main phase 2, we'll pitch Cold Wave, banish Drill, set Sangan, set, pass. We just need to survive this turn. We know his other back row is Book of Moon, I believe. I believe we know it's Book of Moon. So we just need to survive this turn. Battle phase, he's gonna attack Sangan. Do we want to deprison this? No, we want to let that happen so we can go get debris. We want to let that happen so we can go get debris. Okay. Now at this point, if he doesn't set another back row, we have a game shot. Okay, now that he set another back row, it complicates things. But I think we're still okay. Drill can add back. DD Crow, I think, is the best thing to add back. No, wait, it's Caius. No, it's not Caius, because that takes a normal. Fuck, man, this is complicated. We'll grab DD Crow. Our normal summon is going to be the Debris Dragon for sure. So we will normal Debris. Activate the effect. This will bring back Dandelion. He's thinking here, he has Book of Moon. He can book the debris if he wants to. Now, do we want to Solemn this? We could. I think it's fine to Solemn it. I think it's fine to Solemn it. Nice. GG. Cool. Quick draw W. That was a grindy game. That was a grindy game. We almost had 600 or whatever. That Stardust I didn't make hurts. Yep. That's on you, buddy. I don't know what to say about that other than, yep. I actually like Trap Hole in this matchup. He had a lot of like stupid 7 tools shit. That shit is annoying. Vanity's Fiend is a house here, but it loses to stupid Book of Moon. So we got to be careful of that. DD Crow is also pretty good. Well, we have a lot of tools in this matchup. We have a lot of tools. We don't have 7 tools, but we have a lot of tools. I don't like Bottomless. I don't really like Starlight Road in this matchup. I think those 3 can come out for sure. I don't love Trap Dust Shoot. They usually set a lot of cards. We might need Dust Tornado to deal with stupid level limit Gravity Bind. If he's playing both of those, they are very annoying to deal with. Like, very, very annoying. Dandy tokens get exploited by the stupid Full Helm Knight. I wish we were citing Gotham's E-Call, but this is like just such a rare matchup that you can't really afford to side that kind of shit, you know? Thunder King's great. Cold Wave is sus. Cold Wave is sus. It's not bad, but it's sus. Brain Control is okay. Foolish might come out. I could see Foolish coming out. Could see us siding out a Battle Fader. I don't see us ever really needing Battle Fader. Unless he's going for like an OTK, then it's fine to search it off of Sangan. Okay, Battle Fader's not bad. Gores is bad. Gores is actually bad. We're never getting attacked directly. So we have a lot of tribute monsters. Do we want Cyber Dragons going second to guarantee that we can tribute for those dudes? And then also, do we want Dust Tornadoes? I think we do. I think we want some number of Dust Tornadoes, and I think we want some number of Cyber Dragon. So I think what we want to do is we want to trim a Hamster going second. I think we want to trim... Maybe it's just take out Titanial. Is that crazy? Well, Titanial seems okay. Right? I don't think you're ever supposed to cut Titanial. Maybe we don't bring in the full 3 Vanity Fiend going second. We only bring in 2. I could see that. And then maybe we don't bring in... Maybe we cut 1 Avarice? I don't fucking know. The last game, we really needed the Avarice. Maybe we don't bring in Trap Hole. Maybe Dust Tornado is better than Trap Hole. I don't know. We'll see. There's a Dust Tornado in the Trap Hole slot. We'll see if that ends up mattering. Yeah, I don't know. Stardust with Full Helm Knight is actually really difficult to get over, so I'm not sure why he didn't make it there. That was really strange. My predictions for this weekend is that we will see a lot of Phoenix Swing Wind Blast, a lot of Compulsory Evacuation Device. I think those 2 cards are really good right now. Okay. Alright, I like Raikou Typhoon. I want to break, like, Emmer's Blade, if he has it. I want to threaten Torrential, maybe. But he could have 7 tools set, so... Yeah, this is bad if he has Full Troll. This is bad. Don't special a Full Troll here. Thank goodness. Okay, so this is going to be Raikou, pop the Air Bellum, and then we're going to mill 3. Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe I was supposed to pop the back row. Not ideal. Not ideal. Okay. We'll just go to our turn again. At this moment in time, it is best to set the Book of Moon. I think it's best to set it here. He has a lot of counter traps. I don't think that's good, if I'm going to be real. I think the counter traps are pretty narrow. Alright, we are going to attempt to hit the new back row with this Space Typhoon. What are you thinking about? You gonna Dark Bribe my Mystical Space Typhoon? What are you thinking about? He thought about it. That's pretty funny, actually. Alright. Lone Fire's good. Lone Fire's good. Lone Fire's really good. But I think... I think we go Lone Fire, sack, and then we hit them to the set monster. Actually. We flip Dandy, because we have to. Priority Lone Fire. Sack Dandy. Go get another Lone Fire in defense. Get 2 tokens. And then we'll use this Lone Fire. Sack this Lone Fire. Go get Titanial. And then Titanial can attack his set monster. If it's Raikou, we can negate it. It is. See if he mills only. He does. That's fine. That means he has Gotems. What is that card he milled? Full Troll. Okay. Cool. In general, Saber Hole is bad. You should not play this card. But that is just my word of advice for anyone maybe bringing Sabers this weekend. Play a real trap. Play a trap that doesn't need a face-up Saber to be live. Do we set Heavy Storm at this point? We know his last back row is what? Dark Bribe? So... yeah, we might as well set Heavy Storm. I think we might as well set it. Because we can maybe bait him into setting 1 more, and then... if he plays into the book, then he's just going to attack a token. That's okay. I don't think that matters all that much. We don't need to book it here. Couple new back row. Okay, we might go for the Heavy Storm now. Because now once we resolve Heavy Storm, it's like game over, basically. I think that's the plan. Yep. Damn. Don't you wish that was anything else? Alright, Lone Fire sacks token. We go get Dandy from our deck. Then we sack Dandy for Caius. Banish that. Get 2 tokens. GG's. GG's. Quick draw Dandy Warrior, baby. Quick draw Dandy Warrior. Yeah, his best play actually on the previous turn was to crash Emmer's Blade, go get full Helm Knight, and then attack over a token. but he missed that. He missed a lot of stuff, honestly. That was not a great match. I'm gonna be real. That was not a great match, but that's the reason he's practicing, probably, to get used to the deck. You gotta get used to battle recruiters in this format. They're basically like your tutor anything cards. They get you anything you need at any point. He didn't recognize that, and he just lost the game because of it, so what can you do? All right, against Sam77, I'm picking paper. We lost. That was fucking stupid. God damn. Yeah, I expect to see a lot of Compulse this weekend. I expect to see a lot of Phoenix Wing this weekend. I expect to see Black Wings, Vayu, Zombies, Glads. Those will probably be the big four. There will probably be, of course, some Quick Draw, some Frogs. Less than those big four. And then, of course, some Dragons as well. I think the best deck for the weekend, or for any given weekend, is always Fairies, if you're playing well. I always think that that deck just does well into a field full of Black Wings and Zombies. And then on top of that, I think we might see a little bit of Lightsworn. I don't know. Lightsworn's kind of one of those ones where it's like, just depends on how people are feeling that weekend. Okay, I think it's Trooper. It's either Trooper or Raikou, but I think it's Trooper. It's awkward if we mill Titanial, but we're just going to not mill Titanial. So we're going to mill 3. Yep, nice. Okay. And we will attack, because I don't care. It's a Raikou, beautiful. They're going to pop it, mill 3. Mill Gores, Avarice, Caius. Looks like it's the mirror match. The mirror match is tough. The mirror match is tough. We have main deck Crow, so that's good. And we need to leverage that. So, this game we're looking at Raikou trying to find Dandy. Then Lonefire into Titanial. Quick Draw into Drill. Drill reuse the DD Crow to win. We are going to set both, because why not? There's no reason to set just one. But this is actually a tough situation. If he sets a monster next turn, our play is going to be Lonefire Priority Chain Torrential. I believe. I believe that's going to be our play. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. It just depends on how things go. He's going to Foolish. Interesting. Okay. So this is Foolish Dandy. He gets the tokens. That's okay. If the play is Debris, do we Crow? I don't know. Oh, that's very interesting. So what is he setting up for a Caius? In the case of Caius, it's best to... It's best to do nothing in the case of Caius. However, I don't really want to do nothing. I kind of want to clear the tokens. Legit, dead ass. But we're going to summon this and then priority activate. This is going to get us Dandelion. Does that make the most sense? We don't have a way to beat the back row quite yet. So actually, I think we'll go get Titanial. We'll try to force a bottomless. We'll try to force a bottomless here. Or a Mirror Force or something. I think we just... man, it's so not clear. It's so not clear. Okay, there's a D-Prison. We will negate that with Titanial. We want the Titanial in the grave. Okay, we're up a card. We're up a full card, but they have 2 tokens. So it's kind of like, how good are the tokens really? Are they a full card? Who knows? We'll see. If Caius hits the Starlight Road, he can make up for his card deficit. I think the only reason you Foolish is to go for Caius the next turn. Yep, that makes sense. He's going to target that, and we are going to chain Torrential Tribute. Okay, so he lost on the 50-50, which is very good for us. Because now he's down a normal summon, and we have the summon initiative. And now we have Hamster Caius. So we can go set Hamster, pass. On his turn, most of his plays are going to lose to DD Crow. This DD Crow is super important because this is how we stop the Avarice. This is how we stop the Avarice. And we know that Avarice is one of those cards. He could also have Torrential Tribute here, but I'd still just rather force it. So I'm going to flip Hamster and I'm going to activate it and go get Raikou. Cool. Wait, what? Wait, when did this get sent to the graveyard? Oh, off of Trooper. Oh, I don't have 3 Raikou. Fuck. Sorry, no target. Okay, we don't have a target for that shit. Damn, that sucks. Let's just attack. Oh, wow. I didn't recognize that we milled our second Raikou off of Card Trooper. That was really dumb. That was like a huge misplay on my part. Sorry, guys. Alright, main phase 2. Let's try to make a Synchro. Is that what we want to do? No, let's just set Raikou. We can pass. He knows about the Raikou, so it's better to get it down. Plus, the Raikou has high-value targets in the back row. He probably thinks we have double Raikou in hand, which is good, because we don't have double Raikou. That's awkward. I would have set the Raikou had I known instead of the Hamster, but I messed up a little bit there. That was dumb. Yeah, that was dumb. Fuck. That was really stupid. That was really stupid. God, that's so dumb. He's viewing his extra deck, so he probably has either a Quick Draw or a Debris in his hand. That's the only thing that makes sense. So he has at least Quick Draw and Debris in hand. We can make that assumption. Thunder King is huge, because that's like a fucking walking Solemn Judgment. Raikou's going to activate. We're going to target the middle set. I think it's least likely to be Torrential because he Foolished the tokens behind it. It was Torrential, but he didn't activate it. Is he playing around Starlight Road? Like, is that actually what's happening here? Because if he is, that's crazy. In any case, it's probably best for us to summon Thunder King, actually, and just attack with everything. I think this is the best play. We don't even have to attack with the Thunder King, actually. He played around Starlight Road. Well, I didn't attack with the Thunder King, but he's going to give us the damage, so good shit. Awesome. So we've got DD Crow, we've got Thunder King for points of interruption. And then we've got Debris Dragon for a comeback play. We've got Caius for next turn. We've got Quick Draw for next turn. I think we're set to win this one. Plus we have Starlight Road to back us up from Mirror Force. And now we have Dust Shoot, so I think despite the bit of the Hamster mistake, I think we're set up to win this one. I think this should be the game. Unless he has Solemn Judgment set, which he doesn't. Okay, cool. Awesome. That was a game, I suppose. We're going to side out Battle Fader. I don't think Battle Fader is very good in this matchup. I think DD Crow is very good in this matchup. DD Crow is very good. Vanities is also very good. Because Vanities can lock out active Drill. So it actually threatens the opponent's Drill, which is super important. And then I do like Dust Tornado in some capacity. Because Dust Tornado is chainable to Raikou. So you can just set more chainable back row, basically. I'm not hot on Cold Wave, but it's okay. We'll cut, I think you want to cut a little bit of the stuff that sucks going second, which is like Hamster, Avarice. Like, the Hamster stuff, generally speaking, sucks going second. Like, you'd rather have, like, Cyber Dragons to make things go fast. Debris Dragon is worse in post board because it loses to DD Crow, so you want to cut one of those. Gore's a little sus. I don't love Bottomless or Deep Prison in this matchup, but you need to keep some amount of them to deal with their threats. So I'm going to cut like a couple of them. I actually hate Book of Moon in this matchup, so we're going to do something like this. Yeah. You do need to keep some amount of Deep Prison because dealing with a Resolve Drill or Turbo Warrior or whatever is so important. But at the same time, like, they're pretty bad when the opponent's just going first, setting a Hamster. You draw for turn. Yeah, that's something you do. You draw for a turn in Edison format. Okay, cool. Nice. Awesome. Looks like they're playing the shells. That's cool. I don't really like the shells. I'm back and forth on them. I think they're pretty bad, all things considered. I think your deck already has issues with the cards that it draws, so you might as well just cut them. They're cute, and they fuel avarice. In some matchups, I think they're good. I think they're good against, like, frogs and stuff. I think they're good in matchups where you really want drill, basically. But I think those matchups aren't very popular right now. I think the most popular matchups right now are Vayu and Blackwing, and Drill Warrior's actually really bad against those. So I think it's better to not play the shells right now. Plus they pay life points. So in a hyper-aggressive format, it's really bad. Okay, he can drill, get back one of these monsters in his grave, but that doesn't really matter. I think we can just go Lone Fire into Titanial and then attack. It's either that... Nah, let's just do this. This makes the most sense. Lone Fire, Lone Fire. We could also go Lone Fire into Dandy, but I want the Gores to be live. So we're going to grab Titanial. And then we're going to attack. Wow. Very lucky that that went through. His back row must be like a Space Typhoon or something. That's the only thing that makes sense. Drill can add back Quick Draw, but that doesn't really matter. Because he's under more pressure than we are. And then we have a way to clear his back row, so... that should be good. Drill gets back the guy. He's got 3 shells in grave. He's still a bit far off from Avarice. He's still a bit far off from really anything. And this is kind of why I don't like the shells in the mirror as well. You generally want to side him out in the mirror because it's just like, are you really going for this? Okay, here's Card Trooper. That's fine. That's just another direct attack for us, more or less. Summoning this, if you're not going to crash this, you shouldn't summon this. He is playing Blaze Accelerator. Okay, that makes sense then. It makes sense that he's playing the Blaze Accelerator with the shells. Why you would keep the shells in post board, but going first, I still think you can just side out the whole package, honestly. Because it's just not as good as your other cards. Drill's going to activate, attack directly for 12. We're going to take that damage, but that damage is negligible. He should actually crash the Card Trooper here, I think. No, he's not. He's giving us the direct attack, which is good. He's going to set a new back row. And we can respond to that one with Dust Tornado. Because the first one didn't stop Titanial. So, he should pitch the Quick Draw here. Because it's not doing anything in his hand. Unless he's trying to set up for like another 6-star play next turn. Yep, there goes the Quick Draw. And he has no new back row. Okay, cool. Solemn's good. Solemn's really good, actually. So, can we win the game this turn? That's the real question. I believe we can. If he doesn't have Battle Fader, we can win the game this turn. All we have to do is pitch Gores, make a Nitro, and then that's going to be the game. So we'll go ahead and dust this card. See what it is. It might be Book of Moon. Mirror Force. He didn't Mirror Force Titanial. What the fuck? That's crazy. That's actually just terrible. What the fuck? I'm sorry. I had to hit him with a question mark there. That was... what the fuck, dude? Dude, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? And this is game through Gores, so you have to have Battle Fader. I don't even understand. I don't even understand how you could mess that up. I don't even understand. That's crazy. Let's see the Fader. GG's. Why didn't he Mirror Force the Titanial? Bro, what? So in RBET, I'm expecting, my RBET predictions, I'm expecting to see nobody do that play. Hopefully. Hopefully I'm expecting to see nobody do that play. Good luck, have fun. AF. I'm going to pick paper against AF. Okay, nice. Rock, paper, scissors, win. That was terrible. Always Mirror Force the Titanial there. What? The Mirror Force doesn't get better than hitting Titanial. What? Are you smoking crack, my guy? Holy shit. All right, let's hit a Dandelion one time for the fans. Quick draw best deck. Hit Dandelion. Fuck. Never lucky. Okay, whatever. Our hand's actually really bad. We have Brain Caius, we have Deep Prison Card Trooper, but not hitting a Dandy on the first mill means we have no follow-up play next turn, so it's just kind of slow. This is pretty bad. If he attacks, I might even let him kill the Card Trooper. Just because I don't care. And I can Brain Caius. That's so fucking stupid. Yep. That's so fucking stupid, man. Why are we playing against the one guy who pre's Cyber Dragon? Okay. That's awesome. That's really cool. I'm so happy. I'm so happy our hand looks like this. So his can look like this or whatever the fucking meme is. Dude, Chimera Tech is so whack here. We have to take 2,000. We can't deprison this. We have to save the deprison. Yeah, we have to deprison this. Why am I playing against this shit? It's a real question. Deprison that guy. What are you gonna do? Book a moon it? You're not gonna book a moon it, bro. Let's be real. Alright. Cool. Let's play the game. So in the case of bottomless, it's better to attack first, and in the case of Deprison Mirror, it's better to Caius first. In the case of 2 back row, I think it's better to attack first. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? That's cool. Well, he takes Sangan here, I think. He could also just take Caius. Kind of kills our brain control too. But then we have Sangan. So it really just depends on if he wants to let us have Sangan. That's the choice. Is it Sangan or Caius? It's never any of the other cards. Well, you can't take brain control, but you get the idea. This is so dumb, man. Pre-board Cyber Dragon into turn 1 Dust Shoot. It's fucking lame as shit, dude. I hate playing against these decks. He's going to take the Caius. Yep, that makes the most sense as he kills the brain. But if he has another Airbellum, then it's like actually pretty bad for him because we just go like set Sangan. And then he goes attack over Sangan. We search Battle Fader and then Battle Fader into Brain Titanial. Should be okay. It's not the best, but it does something at least. Hopefully we can bait him into going for another Airbellum. Or some shit. No, he's not going to. He's just going to attack. Interesting. Well, we have a debris target, so we can search for debris. I think that's the best play. Debris Dragon's so good against these decks because it's like 1 card synchro. And having 1 card synchros while you have like interruption is so good against the deck that needs to make 2 card synchros with interruption. You're basically like just playing a more effective, efficient version of their deck against them. And if we mill tokens here, then we're just so chilling. If he sets another back row, he risks us going black rows if the back row doesn't interrupt the synchro play. And if he doesn't set another back row, then he risks us going into Stardust. So the fact that he's thinking here means he has a Deprison in hand that he's thinking about setting. His other back row's a bottomless. That's what I'm thinking. At the very least. Or it could be like a Tarantula or some shit. I don't know. But I think the other back row is a Summon Stop, and then the one he's thinking about setting is Deprison. He might be thinking about setting a monster too. But again, you don't want to set a monster into getting black rows. It's just stupid. So. Okay. Either way, you have to make the play, right? Like, you have to do something. Like, you either have to commit to the board or you have to pass the turn. It looks like he's passing the turn. Perfect. Avarice is an insane draw, too. Very lucky. We're going to activate Debris. Bring back Card Trooper. Nice. Cool. All this is going to work out. Card Trooper 3x for cost. L3. We hit Dandelion. Oh my god. I am goated at this game. I'm so fucking based, dude. Okay, so at this moment in time, we make Stardust. It plays around Bottomless Mirror Force Torrential. He could have tarantulled on the debris dragon, but then we get the card trooper back. So I think it might be bottomless. There's a chance it's deep prison. There's a chance it's deep prison. But, you know, I think we just got to take our risks here. He's thinking he might have a Caius. He might have a Caius. Oh, he's going to bottomless on the summon. Well, we're going to negate that. I believe. Yeah, we're going to negate that. Obviously. Now, do we have any other plays this turn? We could set Brain. I don't really see the point in doing that. We'll just get back our Stardust. He probably has Caius then. Otherwise, you don't bottomless there. Yeah. Yeah, it's got to be Caius. It's the only thing that makes sense. So our read on the bottomless trap hole was correct. He probably has like another back row, like Deep Prison, that he was thinking about setting, or another set monster, like a Gravekeeper Spy. And then, yeah, there goes the token. Okay. And then let's see if this is Caius, like we were predicting. So he probably has Deep Prison. That's what I'm thinking. He was thinking about setting? No. Wow, then what was he thinking about last game? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense at all. I don't get it. Well, we'll just attack it. I don't understand why you would... I guess he was hoping to top deck Caius, but like, what was he thinking about so much on the previous turn if he didn't have another back row to set? Huh. That's weird. I don't really get it. I don't really get it. In any case, I expect not to see that many Airbellum decks in the tournament. I don't think Airbellum decks are good. If I'm going to be real. Like, this game, he has resolved fucking the best possible circumstances. Dust Shoot, Cyber Dragon, Contact off of a card trooper. And he's still down a card. Like, the decks just aren't powerful enough. Like I said, Debris Dragon is the best card in the matchup. We have a 1-card synchro. All of his synchro plays take 2 cards. And we're just going to outclass him, like, the entire game, more or less. At this moment in time, we just attack. See what he's got. If it's a spy, then we Brain double tribute for Titanial. What is this, Raikou Mill only? So we're going up another card here. Cool. Just Mill 3 only. Okay. Mills Doom Caliber. Mills Avarice. And Mills Book of Moon. Now, if he had Chaos Sorcerer already, he would have been able to drop it, so I'm not really worried about that. Yeah, and we're just up, 7 cards to 5. And we have all the initiative. We have Gorge, DD Crow. I don't think we're going to lose this game. Plus, if he ever breaks through any of this shit, we can just Pot of Avarice. We could have Crowed and then Avarice this turn, but I'd rather just save the Crow for the Avarice. I think that's, like, better. I think he's trying to set it for an Avarice. That's why he's setting the Raikou. Otherwise, you just take 2,500 there. Like, you don't need to do anything unless you're setting up for an Avarice here. Okay, new back row. Interesting. That could be a Deep Prison. We don't actually have to attack into that. We can just set Raikou and pass. We don't need to lose our Stardust for no reason. And Raikou has a target now. So he's given us opportunity to get maximum value out of our Raikou while still preserving the best monster in play. While Chaos Sorcerer is annoying, it puts him even further away from Pot of Avarice. So there's that. Here's Cyber Dragon. Okay. Is he going to Sidra Caius? If he Sidra Caiuses and hits the Stardust, then it's not even good. If he Sidra Caiuses and hits the Raikou, then that means he's protecting a Deep Prison, but we still control the board. So we're chilling, basically. He's going to attack the Raikou now. Interesting. Well, the Raikou's for sure hitting the back row because I don't care about the Cyber Dragon. And I don't want to turn on his Avarice. So, yep, it was a Deep Prison. Makes sense. That's why we didn't attack there. And then, yeah, I mean, now our Avarice is live. Now everything is live. I don't think we can lose this game. I'm going to be real. I think we're just so far ahead. It would take something ridiculous to win him this game. We're going to leave Dandy. Leave. Fuck, man. I don't know. Lone Fire. Put back the other cards. Lone Fire doesn't do anything with Titanial in our hand. And Dandy is the premier Debris Dragon target, so. Plus, doing it this way leaves us with a couple of different dudes. We drew some good stuff. All right, what's the commitment plan? I think it is Card Trooper. It might just be attack, set Card Trooper. Like, we don't really need to get too creative. I also don't really want to play into their gores quite yet. We don't have the resources or the positioning to really do that. And we could honestly end phase discard Titanial, which is pretty crazy. We could also just set the road. I think setting the road is bad though, because then it could cut off our gores. So something like Brain Caius can actually kill us. So I think what the plan is going to be is it's going to be end phase discard Titanial. That also puts us closer to our second Avarice being live. It's just a better place to be in. Alright, he for sure has gores. Like, let's be real, dude. But we can always brain double tribute main 2. So we'll flip the Trooper, mill 3. Mill Dandy, got 2 tokens. Cool. Go ahead and attack for 19. Give him a question mark, see if he wants to drop gores. He is going to drop gores. Beautiful. So we'll attack over his token with our Stardust. Main 2. We will brain his gores. And then sack it for our own gores. Again, our deck is just better. We can play around everything. Like as long as we're chilling. We're going to set the gores as well, just to play around everything. And then at this point, we are going to Pot of Avarice, just because I want to hit another trap. We don't have a lot of traps left, but I do just want to see if we can hit one. Book of Moon would be good, and then I think we also have Solemn Mirror Force left. So, yes, this does shut off our Debris Dragons, but we already have a Stardust Dragon in play, and we just want defense for it at this point. Nope, but that's fine. We can set Foolish, set Starlight, and pass the turn. This game has been not particularly close the entire time, but we've had to play it very slow because we could have choked all of our lead, more or less. Here's Doom Caliber, that does not matter. This can defend. Why would you attack that? Maybe he was thinking it was Light and Darkness Dragon. I don't know why you would attack that though. You never want to attack a tribute set monster in this format. I think it's pretty bad in general. Yeah. He's thinking here. I mean, you already normal summon, so you don't really have any other plays. If I'm going to be real. He could have Deep Prison Mirror Force, just concedes. Yeah. Expected. Expected. Honestly, against these decks, we don't even need to side. Like, we literally don't even need to side. Like, this matchup is so free. It's so fucking free. We could bring in DD Crow to kill the stupid Doom Caliber. I mean, we could have killed Doom Caliber with Crow there, but no reason to do it yet, you know? I think this matchup is just fucking free. Maybe Gores is shitty. I could see Gores being kind of shitty. Cyber Dragon might be better than Gores. Vortex, Smashing Ground might be okay. If he has specifically Vanities, it might be good to go for these. It's kind of tricky, right? It's kind of tricky. We don't really want a Cold Wave, because he has powerful effect monsters in Monk Cat. This matchup's got to just be insane, right? Like, I don't see it really ever being bad. We could side a little differently. Like, we could side out, like, some of our cards, but Book of Moon might be bad, actually. We could side one of those out for another Cyber Dragon. We can maybe bring in a Vanities or something. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the matchup's pretty good. Like, we just have all this stuff. This hand's great. Can't complain about this hand. Like, at all. Really. Honestly. I hope he, like, summons a Doom Caliber. Right on cue. There we go. Nothing but called shots, baby. We can set Hammy and then have the initiative. I think we're going to go set Hammy. Set Typhoon. And set Deprison and pass. He could have Caius, but I'll take the 2-for-1. Or the 1-for-1 trade. And then if he Caiuses into the back row, then he risks a lot. If he just goes Doom Caliber attack, then we Deprison and we have the initiative. Because we can flip Hamster before he gets to resolve his shit. More or less. Yeah, pretty much. I think that's the plan. Otherwise, he's just passing, which, again, favors us. So, because we can just Lone Fire, pop his Doom Caliber, and then Mega Ham Taro. His back row could be Torrential, in which case we'll Typhoon first, and then Lone Fire, kill the Doom Caliber, and then flip Hamster, go get Raikou for the initiative. If he sets a monster, we'll attack into it with Lone Fire after Typhooning the back row. Oh my goodness, this player's taking fucking 40 million years to decide if they want to attack with Doom Caliber Knight. They're going to summon Airbellum. Sure, that's a terrible play, by the way. Unless you have, like, Solemn Judgment. They might have Solemn Judgment. No, they don't. That's funny. Yeah, I don't think you should attack here either. Because then you give me even more initiative. Off Hamster. I do not believe that that is a good attack. If they set a new back row, then we'll care about it then. Okay, Dandelion the draw. Not the worst. We're going to Typhoon the back row. Don't need to flip Raikou and play into Torrential. Skill Drain? Dog. Why didn't you Skill Drain on the attack declaration? People are insane. I don't get it. I don't understand, like, what's going on here. Again, don't need to proc Gorse. Don't need to attack with the Mega Hamster. Don't really need to do much. We're just going to set Bottomless and then crush this game. Like, we're up now. 6 cards to 5. We're drawing the 7. But we also have another pop. And we have another summon stop. So, we're up 3 summons. And we're up technically 7 cards to 5 because we have a pop. Or, I should say 6 cards to 4 because we have a pop. So, I don't think he can ever win this game. Even Monk Cat here does fuck all. Like, even their best play does fuck all. So, yeah. Mind Control on my set monster. We can just negate that. And that's fine. Like, what's the play now? Whoa, what do you do now? Granted, we lost our pressure. That was a nice 1-for-1 trade for the opponent. But at the same time, it's like, what is this? I think we will bottomless this. I think it's annoying enough to bottomless it. Because he can attack over the Hamster. If he couldn't attack over the Hamster, I would have just let it attack the Raikou. Dust Shoot's a good draw. Dust Shoot's a good draw. Okay. We're going to go attack mode with Hamster. And then we're going to attack for 1100. I want to deal a little bit of damage. If he drops scores here, I'm a fucking idiot, but I don't think he has it. He'd have to have it in the top 8, which it doesn't look like he does. Okay, and we're going to go Lone Fire into Dandy. We already have another Dandy, so I don't really want to deal with that shit. These decks, these cat decks, should get used to teching full Helm Knight, because I think it's actually really good. Or not Dandy decks. This deck, cat deck, what's it called? I don't know what the fuck it's called. We're going to draw. We're going to Dust Shoot. And that's going to be that. We take their best card. Hopefully they don't have anything too cash money. Anything that beats a Raikou, more or less. Got Cat, Dark Armed, and Gores. So they top deck Gores this turn. Or they didn't want to play it last turn. They should have played it last turn to force the activation and set up for their shit. Okay, what does Cat do here? I guess we just take Cat because it's the only thing that plays. They have Gores, Dad, Cat to deck. Gores, Dad, TH. Don't, I know what's in your hand. Yeah, Cat to deck. Gores, Dad, BTH. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. So we know they have Gores. They shuffle their deck here. And then we can just play around that and be chilling. If they set the bottomless, they lock their Gores. Something tells me they had Gores last turn. They just didn't set it, or didn't activate the Gores, which is a misplay. They should have activated Gores. Because at the very least, the token trades with the hamster and you force the Raikou now, and then you can set the bottomless. Now you can't even set the bottomless, and you're just behind. And if I draw Caius ever, I'm just winning. So, yeah. Pretty free. If they set the bottomless now, then we can just attack with our 2 monsters and continue to pressure the life total. We don't need to flip the Raikou into the bottomless and activate the Gores. They are going to set the bottomless. Yeah, see, I don't care about that at all. I can just now attack, can't drop Gores, and then we'll set the Book of Moon and be good to go. We'll hold the Dandelion in case we find Quick Draw. I think that's the plan. Book of Moon is good too. Gives us another hamster activation. Very funny. Very funny. He's drawn double Airbellum. God, this deck is so fucking bad. Look how fucking bad this deck is. What have they done? They've summoned a Gemini Elf. They've locked their own Gores. They've drawn a Dark Armed with 0 Darks Engraved. They've attacked into the same hamster twice, which is super funny. It's going to get us another Raikou. Oh my gosh. This is so funny, dude. For the love of God, can I just draw a fucking tuner or something? Or an Avarice, or just something to win the game? Because this is just taking time at this point. This is just like, okay, dog, we get it. We get it. On our turn, we'll flip Raikou, we'll pop this guy. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Please never play that deck ever again. For the love of God. Like, just play a real deck. Okay, we got Edison formats. Again, another match. Running it back. Predictions for RBET5. I expect not to see any Rescue Cat decks. I don't think it's a good deck. We're going to play against KAR Ritus. Good luck, have fun. We're going to pick Rock. They're going to pick Paper. Alright, going 50-50 in RPS this video. It's going to be a bit of a longer video, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's lit. I think it's cool to do a little bit of length, a little bit of an extended boy before the big events. This hand sucks, by the way. This hand's trash. Ugh. Oh, this is really bad. Yeah, this is really bad. I mean, this matchup is good, but this hand is very bad here. I've been thinking if it's right to play Battle Fader or if it's right to play double DD Crow. Obviously, in this instance, it appears that double DD Crow seems better. Thunder King's not getting much better than it is right now, so we're just going to swing for 19. I think getting in damage... God fucking damn it, dude. Please. I am trying to play the game. We're just going to try to blank their Monarch hits as much as possible. So standby phase, they can bring back Treeborn if they want to. They probably shouldn't to play around Torrential, but they're going to. We're going to chain Dust Shoot to the Treeborn. So Treeborn's going to come back. We're going to see their hands. We've got Solex, Kai. Oh, that's fucking great. And they've got Typhoon too. Wow, they can just play through everything. He's going to send back Caius. Is that what we want to send back? Yeah, it is. Yeah, okay. They've got Swap, Solex, Brain, Typhoon, Gores. Cool. So they had Gores Trag, 2 limited bombs, and Brain Control. 3 limited bombs in their opening 6. Very lucky from the opponent. And we don't have any of our action. Blind Typhoon into the 2 back row. Please hit the Cold Wave. No, he hits the right one. That's awesome. That's really cool too. I appreciate that a lot, actually. I appreciate losing 50-50s. That's what I like about Edison format, is the gambly parts that suck. /S. Okay, well, he should bounce Trag with Swap Frog. He should bounce Trag with Swap Frog. I don't know if he will, but he should. We just didn't have a good opening hands, and then we, of course, are going to lose. I mean, we would have lost this game to just about any deck, really, because our opening hand is pretty bad. Yeah, I'm going to go to the next one. That was fucking miserable. Let's get this shit out of here. Let's get these in here. Let's get the DD Crows, the Kaiku, Lightning Vortex, Smashing Grounds are both considerations. I think Lightning Vortex is a little better. Smashing Ground kills Vanities, too, so. We'd also bring in Trap Hole. I actually really like Trap Hole in this matchup. I think it's pretty good. Yeah. Cool. What else sucks? Charlotte Road sucks. Thunder King sucks. Now, Hamster's not great. Hamster's not great. It's a little slow. Avarice, I don't know if it's going to come to that. It's most likely going to be like a battle of drill plus back row. I don't know if we're going to get into a super long grind game in this matchup. To the point where I actually kind of want to side out 2 Avarice. Like, straight up. It might be wrong, though. It might be wrong. I'll leave 2 Avarice in. And then we'll cut 1 other card. I'm not sure what we're going to cut. Is it Sangan? Sangan seems okay, but yeah, I don't see him getting popped that effectively, so we'll cut Sangan. That might be a crazy move, but I'm a bit of a crazy guy. What can I say? All right, hand's great. Looks like we win. We're going to set Dust Shoot. We're going to pass the turn. We'll just Dust Shoot him again. Okay, what have we got to work with? What have we got to work with? Double Caius, Soul X, Battle Fader. No. I hate when people do this, by the way. I want to take Battle Fader. Battle Fader. Swap. Caius. Caius. Soul X. What was last? What was last card? My brother in Christ. What was last card? Okay, Heavy Storm. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Storm. Got it. Cool, 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 cool. Tight. Awesome. Sends Treeborn. We have Crow. He'll send the other Treeborn. We'll banish it. And then, what? He's got Soul X Caius left over. That's it. Oh, fuck. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Accidental zoom. Accidental zoom. What's our plan? It's just pass, right? No, I think it's set something. I think we'll set the Vortex because that's what I want to get heavied, and then we'll pass. So he'll try to bring back the Crow or the Treeborn. We'll banish it, and then he'll try to make the other guy. Oh, he's actually going to do this into the back row. That's insane. I would have heavied first if I was him, but I mean, this works. That's insane he's doing it into the back row, but what can you do? Deep Prison's pretty good. Alright, so we took Fader. Hopefully he didn't draw another one. So we can just banish his 2 Treeborns now. And then hopefully we can just come back from here. We'll Deep Prison the first Caius, Trap Hole the second one, and then be okay. He's going to Soul X into Caius this turn, most likely. So we should set trap hole now. This is a little bit stupid that I set this vortex. But I'm assuming he's going to Soul X into Caius this turn. That's just what I'm assuming is going to happen. Oh, he's going to special Cyber Dragon. That's cool, I guess. You're going to Storm now? I don't get it. I don't get why you wouldn't have Storm first. Let's say 300. That's fine. That was a really good draw from him, actually. He still has Soul X Caius, which is fucking annoying, and he still has Heavy Storm, which is fucking annoying. So we got to deal with that, but I think we should be okay. I am going to trap hole this. And then we can, like, vortex the Sidra. And that'd be cool. Nice. Alright. Cool. Should we vortex now? What's our discard? It's Caius? Yeah, let's do it. Alright. We're down cards, but he's down his entire engine, so there's that. Hopefully we can pick up enough cards to win this one. Heavy Storm's a bitch. I cited out Starlight Road, so I don't think we have a great way to respond to that. But I think we're okay. We can set Hamster. I think it's fine. He can Soul X and Tribute set. That's something he can do. But it forces it, more or less. And then we can maybe try to force the Heavy Storm by setting Book of Moon in that place. It might not work out, but we can try it. He's going to Soul X. Okay. Sure. You could have just Tribute set. I'll take it, man. I'll take it. So he still has Heavy Storm. What's the play? If he just goes sack for Caius, then we're cool with that. We actually should T-set now. It will force the Heavy Storm. Fuck. Fuck. God damn it. God damn it, misclicks. I've played this game sloppy, but I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I mean, like, what's he going to do? He's going to Heavy Storm Caius. And then at least that baits the Heavy Storm. And then we have a chance to do something. Oh, he's going to attack first. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I've resolved 3 back row in this game. 4 back row in this game that he had Heavy Storm in his hand. That's so funny. Okay, so the plan is to go Lone Fire Titanium, I believe. And now we're really far ahead. Or at least we should be. We'll go 28 direct. He's got Trag, main 2, flip the Raikou, pop the Trag. Dandy, one time for the fans. Oh, baby. Dandy, one time for the fans. Set Book of Moon and pass the turn. And that's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. That's how it's done. Now he Heavy Storms, and we chain Book on Raikou. Oh my god, this guy got rocked. This guy got fucking destroyed, dude. This was brutal. I might lose this match, but that was an insane game. That was an insane game. It's a game. It's over. I mean, the game is over. Next turn, we just pop whatever he plays, summon Vanity's Fiend, and the game is over. Like, I don't understand how you get fucked that hard. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. It's like, how do you get that fucked? That was an insane game. Titanium's crazy. Milling Dandy is crazy too. He's thinking here, but he should just concede. Straight up. That worked out well. As long as you keep the Treeborn banished, I mean, they really can't do all that much. He should have just sacked for Caius. We showed him that we had Raikou. Okay, this doesn't matter. This does not matter. That's weird. Main 2, okay. Sack for Monarch. Sure. We'll just negate that with Titanial. What have you got? What else have you got? Okay. Nothing stops Vanity, so we'll just go for that. Cool. Next game. Awesome. Worked out well. Game plan went well. We could bring back in Cold Wave. I don't think it matters that much. I think having side rows is good because we can pivot back against his side rows. So I'm thinking Sidra instead of maybe one book, maybe. That book isn't bad though. It might be like Book Hamster. Because I just don't ever see us resolving Hamster going second. Let's try that. This way we can also like side row out of Vanity's Fiend and then just crush him, more or less. Ideally. This hand looks good. It just looks good. Swap Frog, okay. We have a bunch of ways to approach this game. I'm not sure the best one, obviously, because we don't have enough information. Drawing a second Vanities makes me want to go for the first one. But it's a big commitment. So we could also go into Drill and then just start looping the Crow. That's the other play. I think that play is a little bit better. If he has his own Vanities, we fucking lose, but if he doesn't, then we fucking win, because their deck can never beat Drill. So there's that. And then we'll go Drill, discard Vortex, discard Vanities, actually, banish Drill. And then I will set to, I believe. Cool. Yeah, I mean, if he has his own Vanities, he has his own Vanities. He's not going to attack with it, and then we're just going to lose. But if he doesn't have his own Vanities, then this should be a great spot for us. This should be a great spot for us. It might not be, but it should be a great spot for us. The reason I set 2 is to play around a single Monarch. We're going to see now. We're going to see now how strong Vanities is, or how strong Drill Warrior is, because he has 7 cards and we have 2, or we have 1 actually. But we're gonna see how strong a Drill Warrior is. I'm curious now. Okay, we drew Dandy, best draw in our deck. Actually, the best draw in our deck. We're gonna grab back DD Crow to our hands. We're gonna use DD Crow to banish the Treeborn. We're actually gonna attack directly with Drill. We'll attack directly for 1200. And then we'll go main 2, Drill effect, pitch Dandy, banish, get 2 tokens, and then pass. If he tries to Treeborn, we can Crow it. And then we can just Drill Dandy loop. Hopefully win the game. We shall see. We shall see. This turn he's going to go swap bounce Caius. Yeah, swap send Treeborn, bounce Caius. Yeah, this makes sense. He can hit over both tokens, which is annoying, but then we just banish the second Treeborn, kill his swap, and then he's in an awkward spot, more or less. We do have to pitch the card that we draw, which is ugly, but we're drawing live to Avarice, I believe, which is at the very least very good. He's nervous about sending his second Treeborn here, which is understandable, honestly. I'd be nervous about sending it too. Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't want to send it because he knows it's just going to get crowed. The issue is now that you don't do this, you risk me just bringing back a better card. He's actually going to bounce the swap. So he's going to save for pitch swap and then summon Monarch. Plus he's leaving the Caius in play for us to deal with. Which makes sense, but at the same time, it's like, whatever, who cares, right? Standby phase. And we drew another crow anyway, so... Natty. Natty, baby. We'll grab Dandy. What are the chances he has Mirror Force? Do we Vortex this now? I think so. I think we Vortex it now. And we ditch Crow. We're going to discard both cards in our hand anyway. So we might as well do this now. And then this plays around Torrential Tribute by pitching the Dandy now. And we also don't have to play the fucking guy. What is it? I'm losing my train of thought. It's been a long video. It's been a long video, ladies and gentlemen. I wonder if Quick Draw is going to do anything this weekend. You know what's crazy is, like, Drill is insane. It's soloing fucking 8 cards. That's how good this card is. That's how good this is. This is, like, a testament. This is a testament. I want to limit test this deck because I legit think, like, unless he draws Vanity's Fiend, I don't know how the fuck he ever wins this game. And we're going to draw our own Vanities. Next turn, we're going to get it off of Dandy. And then he's going to be in a bad spot. Like, he can only attack one of these tokens now. Yeah. We could also just set up more tokens. Like, it doesn't even fucking matter. He's going to set more back row? Crazy. Maybe he's got trap cards. Maybe he's got Treacherous. Maybe that's the thing I needed to be careful of. Drill's going to come back. I think at this moment in time... What did he send this turn? He sent another swap. Okay. I think we need to start pressuring the opponent a little bit. To a degree. To a degree. Let's grab Dandy. Let's grab Dandy. We'll go main. We'll drill. Activate, pitch Dandy. Banish, get 2 tokens. And then I'll set the Raikou. Raikou can start getting us pops on this, and it can get us closer to Titanium, which is our game win. Game win condition. Or whatever. This has been a fun game, actually. I think this has been a really fun match. Despite playing against, like, I think one of the more boring decks, I think kind of doing these complex, like, problem-solving skills, like, can we win with just a Drill Warrior against 8 cards? Then, I guess we can, apparently. I don't know. Maybe we can't. Maybe he still finds an out. He still has Vanities. Like, he still has ways to kill this and put us in a position where we just, like, immediately lose. But at the same time, okay, here's Solix. He's going to make a play at this point. He's kind of forced to. Thumbs up. If he has Light and Darkness, too, that's another way. Oh, he's going to Rise at me. So he's going to target the set monster. That's fine. That means his other set is a bluff. He can't attack this turn, so it doesn't even matter. It's just spending Solex and Ryza to get back this, which does nothing. On our turn, we top the Raikou again. Standby phase, we get back Drill. And then at this point, we can actually add Quick Draw to hand, I think. And then make a Turbo Warrior. Is that right? Oh, we need to clear the guy somehow. So yeah, I think it's right. I think it's right. So we'll go sack for Quick Draw. Synchro into Turbo Warrior. And then we'll drill, pitch Raikou, banish, attack over the Ryza. We shall see. We shall see if one drill is enough. We shall see if one drill is enough. Just 100. He only cuts synchros. Yeah. Yeah, he only cuts synchros. Plus 1200. Yeah. Yep. Cool. Awesome. Dope. All right. Again, is one drill warrior, is one drill boy enough to beat 8 cards? So far, it's a stalemate. That's how insane this card is. It's just, all right, you have 8 cards. I have one drill boy. What's the plan? What's the plan? Is it going down like this? Is it going down like this? I probably didn't need to make the play I made on the first turn of the game to make the drill. I didn't need to do that. It was actually probably bad to do that. I might actually die for doing that. Like, he might actually have a kill combo here. However, if he doesn't have a kill combo here, then there goes Brain. There's Swap. Okay, there's his normal. I don't know what that's doing really, though. This is just 35. We dropped to 21. Not great, but could be worse. He is going to send the Treeborn. Okay, he's going to do this now. I think the reason he's doing this now... What's weird is that he can't actually do anything with the Turbo Warrior. He brained it, but he's going to give it back to us here. So he can't actually do anything with it. You normal summon Swap Frog. You cannot. Yeah, you can't return Synchro Monsters with Swap Frog. It is not that good. It needs to return to the hand for cost. So, since it's not part of the effect, can't pay the cost. Yep. Pretty much. Same reason you can't, like, Bryonic discard a monster under Dimensional Fissure. Same reason you can't activate Charge of the Light Brigader under Dimensional Fissure. It's the same thing, basically. If you can't knowingly pay the cost, then it doesn't work. Yeah. If you need, I can link you. I think it is very interesting to play against people. I wonder if this guy has watched any of my videos. That's the question. Because I play against people who ask me these types of like ruling questions a lot. Sometimes I'm wrong about them, which is fair. Because I'm not like, you know, the best at memorizing rulings and shit. But for the most part, like the pretty standard ones, like Swap Frog being able to return a synchro, like this is pretty common. Especially if you're playing the Frog deck, you should know this. Like you should know this ruling. This isn't even a Frog only thing. This is just a, you can't do something if you can't pay the cost to do it, basically. Since he can't pay, like, it's different. Like, if this was part of the effect, it would try to resolve as much as possible, which would return Turbo Warrior to the extra deck. Like, let's say it's Compulsory Evacuation Device. Compulsory Evacuation Device, the effect is to return a card to the hand. Since these monsters can't go into the hand, they will go to the extra deck, basically. That's how it's ruled. But if Compulsory Evacuation Device was like, return a monster you controlled your hand, then do something, like as a cost, or return a monster you control your hand, do something as a cost, you couldn't activate it returning a Synchro Monster. Oh my goodness. This is taking longer than it should. I'll just link him. Because he's taking his time. Okay. EdisonFormat.com. Shout out for all your rulings. We'll go ahead and go into the individual card rulings. We'll go to Swap Frog. And then we'll go... Where is it? Copy. Paste the ruling. Send him the link. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Please continue. Yeah. Yeah, he messed up here. I think, I'm not sure how this is ruled. I think in the tournament he would be forced to return a Swap Frog here. He would be forced to return this to hand. because he did declare the activation. I think that's how it would work in tournament. However, I'm going to let him take it back because it's like a whatever game. I'm not sure if that's how it's ruled in the tournament, but I am curious. I'm pretty sure that's how it's ruled. Because you did declare the effect, you now have to pay the cost, basically. I think. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Next turn, we can just go, like, get back Vanity, sack, attack for 48. And then it's like, what do? You're locked under Vanities. I guess that's not good. Hold up. Let me think about the next turn. What are we doing next turn? It says lag. Sorry. Okay, no problem. No problem. He'll probably end up returning the Swap Frog anyway. Yeah, exactly. But what is he going to do now? We're going to get Turbo Warrior back. We're going to get Debris Dragon. That's a hell of a draw. So Drill Warrior's going to come back. Drill Warrior's going to give us, I believe, Dandy or some shit. His set card is Enemy Controller. Like, it just has to be, right? If we add back Dandelion, it gets a little awkward. I don't think we want to add back Dandelion. I think we want to add back DD Crow. No, wait. We're going to be pitching the card. Whatever we add back, we're going to be pitching to Drill Warrior. So, it doesn't matter what we add back, basically. Right? Unless we're pitching Debris. But I don't want to pitch Debris. But I might need to pitch Debris. Maybe we add back Dandy. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we just wall up. Maybe we just build up resources now. Maybe it's time to come back from a deficit. We'll go for the Turbo Warrior attack. If the set card is Mirror Force, okay, there's Battle Fader. So that's one more card out of his hand. We know we have Swap Frog, which is a dead card. We know the Monarchs don't hurt Turbo Warrior. So we can drill, pitch Dandy, banish, special summon 2 tokens. We could Debris back Dandy, make Stardust, but then we would lock our own board. So the only other option is pass, I think. Yeah, let's pass. Let's just pass. He can't really effectively get over Turbo Warrior. He might be able to kill us here. Maybe Drill wasn't good enough against 8 cards. We've always been in a position where we're potentially going to lose the game immediately. On the spot, basically. Provided he does one of a number of different things. That being said, I did want to test and see if Drill Warrior would be good enough. A hand with 0 cards and just a Drill Warrior, top decking, would be good enough to take on the entire Frog Monarch deck. This is more of a limit testing thing. Was it good enough? Was it the correct play? This is for science. This game was for science. I'm trying to think if there's anything we could draw that would be really good. Okay, Soul Exchange. That means no battle phase this turn. Good for us. And here's Ryza. Ryza's going to clear a token, but again, like, there goes Ryza. It's the second Monarch, or third Monarch. You're now down. On our turn, we pick up another Dandelion. That's so good. So Drill Warrior's going to come back here. Drill Warrior can give us a large number of things. We can make our Stardust this turn, if we want to. Additionally, we can just make Turbo Warrior again. Wait, do I have multiple Turbo? I might not have multiple Turbo. I don't. Okay. Okay, well, this turn is maybe, like, just attack his board. So I think in that case, we'll add back DD Crow, because I'm going to normal summon Debris Dragon this turn. So we normal Debris, we get Dandy. We synchro with those 3. We get 2 tokens. Okay. Yeah, let's try this. We go Debris, activate. This is going to bring back Dandy. And then we'll synchro with these 3 into Stardust Dragon. And get 2 tokens. We're still turtling up behind our defenses. We can't actually pitch Dandelion to this Drill Warrior, I'm just now realizing. So maybe this turn we just don't. Well, we have to pitch to Drill Warrior. Maybe we just pitch Crow. Like, who cares, right? We'll Drill Warrior attack the Battle Fader, banish it, and then we'll Stardust attack the Ryza, clear that. And then maybe we just pitch the Crow. Because, like, I don't actually care that much. If Treeborn comes back, like, the best thing he can do is, like, summon a Monarch. At any point in the game, enemy controller kills us because it switches a token to attack, and he can just attack it with the Monarch. So, at any point in the game, he can kill us with enemy controller. At any point in the game, he can kill us with Vanities, Light and Darkness. There's a million things he can kill us with. However, I'm curious. I'm curious to see if the Lone Drill was good enough. We've now established a position where next turn we can actually go for a Vanities Fiend, maybe, and go for game. We've actually finally established that position, which is crazy that this game ended up this way. Him setting a back row, locking his own Treeborn, pretty good for us. I wonder what the set card is. It might have been Pot of Avarice. He was waiting till he got a 6th monster so he could leave his Treeborn. But I don't know why you would set that. Like, you would rather just like end phase discard. Here's Swap Frog activate. That's okay. Okay, so double enemy controller kills us. Nothing to send. He's just going to attack token. Main phase 2, bounce, swap, pass. But if the back row's a blank, like we're predicting it is, then we're just going to grab Vanity's Fiend, and the game's going to end. Because we're going to tribute summon Vanity's Fiend and then kill him. Basically. GG's. 1 drill. 8 cards. I'm actually curious what was in his hand. I'm actually really curious. We're going to go check out the replays. We're going to check it out. We're going to see what's up. Because that was a crazy game. That was a crazy game. Okay. We're skipping game 1 and game 2. Because those were more or less uneventful. Game 3 there. Game 3. This is the one I want to see. This is the one I want to see. Okay. Show both hands. So we've got a Smashing Ground. That does nothing against Drill. We've got a Soul Exchange and Brain Control. None of these do anything against Drill. Double Fader. Okay. He had another Battle Fader. I think we have a pretty good image of what his hand was. So we go for the turn 1 Drill. This is very committal. Like, this is not a good play by any means. Like, we could have done a million different things, but I wanted to see if Drill was good enough to just outright beat this deck. He picks up Caius, doesn't do anything against Drill. Treeborn, sack for Caius. It hits the 50-50. That's a little awkward. We take a little damage. This is where things get scary, is we took this damage. If we didn't take this damage, we actually would have been, like, in a winning position probably the whole game. But at this point, we have to, like, fade a million top decks, which we ended up doing. So here we attack for 12. He doesn't drop Fader. He could have dropped Fader there, but he doesn't. So main phase 2, we pitch the Dandy. We also got lucky with the Dandy top deck. He picks up Miracle. Oh, okay, so he's playing heroes. So he just had dead hero shit. That makes sense. Sort of, I guess. He attacks the 2 tokens. He doesn't bounce the Caius. So with this hand, you want to bounce the Caius, I think. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe he just wanted access to Treeborn. He sets the Soul Exchange too. The set card at the end must have been Miracle Fusion. That's what it must have been. So we Lightning Vortex, pop his dude. Drill Warrior, pitch tokens. He picks up Space Typhoon. Okay. Swap Frog, sends Swap Frog, attacks token, doesn't matter. He did set the Miracle. No, he didn't set the Miracle. He set Space Typhoon. Wow, okay. What? And we just never gave him a target. He picks up Ryza. He goes Solex into Ryza. Okay. He should have Typhooned his own Solex or something. Maybe. Huh. This turn he fucks up big time too. Like, he would have had a decent chance if he didn't Brain here. I think he fucked this turn up really badly. Because he goes Brain, summon Swap Frog, send, attack with both. He could have just Smashing Ground. And then, like, summon Swap Frog, send Treeborn, bounce, activate Battle Fader. And then just had a better position. Then he bounces the Swap Frog, passes back. We get Drill. We force a Fader here. At this point, I'm convinced his other back row's a miss because he would have used it to stop one of our 2 monsters. Pitch the Dandy. Don't summon the Debris because we don't want to lock our board. He picks up another Soul Exchange. Okay. So he can Solex here into Ryza. I actually think it's better to just smashing grounds, save the Solex, maybe. Well, I guess the Solex needs the Ryza, so yeah, I guess he needs it. It's just awkward because you leave me with a token. So I go drill, bring back Crow, normal summon debris, and making Stardust actually hurts him because he's stuck on smashing ground here. We attack the Battle Fader, we attack the Ryza, he takes 100, and then we pitch DD Crow to banish so we don't lock our board. He has a Cyber Dragon, but that doesn't do anything. He can special it in defense, but to what avail? Here comes Swap Frog, attack token, no more cards he wants to send, bounce the Swap Frog, and then we just grab back Vanities and kill him. That was a crazy game. This is why I don't like Frog Heroes too, is like you just don't draw a hero. You play like 4. So you just don't draw a hero and they have dead Miracle Fusions. Also, the Smashing Ground is a really sus side in. Like, obviously you have to have it because I revealed Vanities in the last game. But at the same time, like, it didn't do anything against the Drill, which is the real threat. The real threat against this deck is the Drill. You need to have things like Phoenix Wing in this slot to deal with Drill. That's really what you need to have. Okay, that was a good game. The opponent, I don't know if he could have played this game that much differently. Obviously, the turn with the Swap Frog was really messy, but he never found an out to the Drill Warrior, and he just kind of lost to it. And that's the strength of Quick Draw Dandy Warrior, ladies and gentlemen. You have 1 Drill, and your opponent has 8 cards. Who is going to win? Who's going to win? The Drill Warrior. That's how powerful this card is. It takes on entire decks by itself. Straight up. In any case, don't forget to subscribe. Guys, RBET5 is this weekend. Don't forget to join Discord in the description below. I am really excited for this tournament. It is going to be the cap to a huge season one of Edison. Like over, I believe, $2,000 in prizes, $3,000 in prizes. I think after this weekend, it might be over $3,000 in prizes given out to people, or $3,000 in prize money. And then over 1,000 entrants total in these Edison tournaments this year so far, I believe, after this weekend. It might be just shy. If we count RBET rulers, it'll be over 1,000. If I'm doing the math correctly. Gonna be crazy. I think if we hit like 240 or so entrants, then it'll be the stuff. See you guys there. Peace.